Elizabethtown High School,
We're EHS News.
and we know what's up. As many of you know, we've started Project Lead the Way with Matulsa here at EHS.
We interviewed some students from Mr. Lyons' class. Here they are now.
What did you know about engineering prior to this class, and what do you know now? And has this opened your consideration of entering the field of engineering in college?
Well, I didn't know anything about engineering before I started, but now I know a lot because we learn a lot of new things. We learn something new every day, and Mr. Lyons is a great teacher, and we it's just, I've really thought about going to college and entering the engineering field. Because of this class, it's kind of opened my mind.
How has Project Lead the Way changed your student experience here at EHS?
Well, it's taught me more maturity in my classwork and in my schoolwork, and it helps me complete, we get a lot of assignments, and it just kind of teaches me how to be able to complete them and get them in on time, and it's basically it, and it teaches me a lot of new material I didn't know.
How has Project Lead the Way changed your student experience here at EHS?
It gives us the opportunity to have a more hands-on experience and see what 3D models really look like and how we can form those.
Has this opened your consideration of entering the field of engineering in college?
There's a very big possibility. It gives you a whole different perspective on how things are built.
How has Project Lead the Way changed your student experience here at EHS?
Project Lead the Way is definitely my most fun class. It's also one of the classes where I learn the most, contrary to my other classes where I don't learn as much.
What did you know about engineering prior to this class, and what do you know now?
Prior to taking this class, I didn't know much about engineering other than that engineers engineered things. But now, after taking this class, I understand a little bit more about the process that engineers go through and what they do and why.
Has this opened your consideration of entering the field of engineering in college?
It definitely has, because it's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing it, and it's really interesting. So it's definitely something that I might be interested in doing for a
How does
living.
Project Lead the Way change your student experience at EHS?
It's definitely more fun. We get to work with things like 3D programming, and we get to do hands-on things, so it's more fun.
What did you know about engineering prior to this class, and what do you know now?
I honestly didn't know much about engineering, and after entering into the class, you get to learn that it's a lot more than you think it is, that engineers make a lot of stuff in your everyday life, and it's very interesting.
Has this opened your consideration of entering the field of engineering in college? If so, why?
Yes, because after Project Lead the Way, I learned a lot more about engineering, and I'd love to be a part of what engineering is and what it does.
How has Project Lead the Way changed your student experience at EHS?
Project Lead the Way has changed my student experience in many ways. Because before I came to Project Lead the Way, I knew very less about engineering. I was interested in engineering because my father is an engineer, but I didn't know much about it. But it has helped me a lot, Project Lead the Way.
What did you know about engineering prior to this class, and what do you know now? And has this opened your consideration of entering the field of engineering in college?
Before I came to Project Lead the Way, I only knew one thing, that there's a job called chemical engineering. But after I joined Project Lead the Way, I know many types of engineering fields and what's done in them, and it has helped me a lot. Yes, it has helped me in that decision because I wasn't sure what I'm gonna do engineering before, but after I joined Project Lead the Way, I found what are my strong points, and now I know what I can do in engineering.
How has Project Lead the Way changed your student experience?
It's given me a class that taught me some things that I didn't know. It's definitely made school a lot more enjoyable. There are classes that I have to take and are very, very tedious and boring. Even some of the ones where I thought it would sound fun, they really aren't. And this does both jobs where I have fun and I learn a lot.
What did you know about engineering prior to this class, and what do you know now?
I pretty much just knew different fields of engineering, and that's about it.
Has this opened up your consideration of entering the field of engineering?
It's made me consider possibly going into biomedical engineering instead of just surgery.
That was quite interesting.
Thank you all for taking your time to allow us to interview you all.
And thank you, E-Town, for watching.
We're AHS News,
And we know what's up.